Hey everybody, good evening. Yalancy Peterson here, Ride with Peterson. You know, one of the things I appreciate about this channel is those of you that do watch the videos, you give me some of the most insightful advice in the comments because I read every comment, every single comment that comes through. And I was struck with inspiration and why I need to keep doing these videos, regardless of the views. I'm not expecting to make a bunch of money with this. I don't expect to get that many views. I just want to make $100 a month off of this channel. But I now know what my purpose is for this channel. And it was very, it took some time, but I got it. Ride with Peterson. Avoid the choices I made. What I'm going to do with this channel is explain how I got from the point of when I graduated from high school to where I am right now, and look at the choices that I made that put me where I am right now. You know, I could look at the totality of my life and I can consider that I'm in a good place. I really am. When I look at the big picture, when I sit on my wheelchair on the moon and I look down at myself, because I do that sometimes, I realize I'm in a good place, because except for one, every problem I have can be fixed with money. Every problem I have can be fixed. And I still have time to do it. I'm still young enough. I still have my intelligence, cognitive ability, and I still have a reasonable amount of physical mobility to fix everything I have. The only thing I can't fix is the mobility issue. I can't fix that because that is a permanent situation, and unless I find some miracle cure or miracle supplement or whatnot, hey, what I'm dealing with from this stroke is the best I'm going to get. But even then, I'm still blessed enough that I am not bedridden, confined to a wheelchair. I am a believer that I am in this very position in life right now is because of every decision that I have made before this moment. Everything. It all added up. And so I'm making the choice. I say, hey, you know, I needed a real purpose for Ride with Peterson. Why am I making these videos? Why am I getting on here talking about myself? And I realized by reading a comment, is to help others avoid the poor, unwise choices I made that contributed to where I am right now. Now, there are a lot of choices I made that are actually great. They're fantastic. And I am here because of those choices. For example, I made sure that my driver's license was always valid. I have my birth certificate, my social security card. I have a checking account. I have a savings account. I have an email address. You believe how many people do not have an email address. I have a cell phone, a smartphone. I have an active telephone number. I have a guard card in the state of California. I live in California. Some people might think that's a disadvantage. No, actually, living in California, from my perspective, is the absolute greatest advantage for me. It's expensive to live here, yes, but everywhere else I've tried to live, I have failed miserably. I got back here in California, I have always gotten back on my feet when I came back home. So no, I'm not going anywhere else. But the thing is, when I look at my life, I have two great things going for me. Number one, I can educate others about the mistakes I made. I can advise others. I can tell other people what to do. And as a result, I can tell them with certainty and with conviction that it will be okay. I know, because I have been knocked down enough times to know once I'm down there, I ask the number one question: what is the first thing I need to do to fix this situation? And sometimes the only thing you can do is open your eyes, sit up in bed, stand up, go to the bathroom, do what you got to do in there. And then after that, what's the next thing? Take an inventory of everything you have that can help you accomplish your goal. And I look at all of the resources I have at my disposal right now at this moment in time. And one thing I know, I can fix it because I have the tools, I have the resources to help me fix it. But I also have the experience, because I know if I go down this road, this is going to happen. I need to make a different choice. I have the benefit of experience. And with the remaining time I have, it is my job to make tomorrow better than yesterday. So I need to make more effective choices. And one of the choices I'm going to do is I'm going to fall on the sword, and I'm going to tell y'all all the bad stuff, that the bad choices I made, the unwise choices I made, and what happened, and go from there. How am I going to pick myself up from the bad choices? So there we go. Moving forward, I have to thank one of my subscribers for a great comment. The subscriber wrote about how we don't help each other in when we fall down. You move in with a family member, you share expenses, and you help each other come up together. And Black people don't do that. But I responded that, my family experience is a bit different because of how my mother and father got here to California. When they got here, they couldn't call their parents for help. They couldn't say, hey, Mom, could you send me some money? Hey, Dad, could you send me some money? I can do that. But they couldn't, because their parents were still in the South. They came out here to California and they had to figure it out for themselves. Yeah, they moved in with the family members for a short amount of time, but then after that, they were expected to get their own place, get their own apartment, start their own lives. And they did that. And when I came along, they pushed that same value into me. You will survive in this world on your own. You will get an education. You will be independent, and you will take care of yourself. The only reason why you're going to come back home is because I need you to take care of me. My mom, she used to tell me all the time, she says, you will need me long before I will need you. And I'm going to tell you, that has proven true so many times. One thing when I look at my parents, what I see is I see wisdom. Not only do I love my mother and my father, but I respect them. And I go to them for advice first. Whenever I have an issue, I would think of what they would need to do, or I would just ask them, what should I do? In particular, my father. When I got home after boot camp, after my days in the Army, when I got back home, my father was the first person I called. Now, for years, my father and I had a strained relationship, but my father never beat me. He never cursed me out. He never called me a foul name. He just wasn't around. But he didn't abuse me or anything, and I was mad at him about that. But I knew well enough to know my father experienced a few more things before I ever did. And so I called him first. And I asked him, what should I do? And he told me, you're going to need a good job. So what you need to do is you need to go downtown to City Hall South. And you need to look on the job board and find a job that you qualify for. And you need to apply for that job. And then when you get that job, you stay with that job. And so that's what I did. The next day, I went downtown to City Hall South. I looked on the board and I found this job called station officer. And I qualified for it. I mean, all I needed was a high school diploma, valid driver's license, birth certificate, Social Security card, take a test, and pass the interview and the background check. And hey, I had a job that paid me great money. I did what my father told me, and I got my first job. How old was I? I was 19 when I was hired, and my first day on the job was a week after my 20th birthday. I followed my father's advice except for one important part. I didn't stay there. And I am paying the price for that today. Because today I am older than my father was when he gave me that advice. And when I look at where my mother and father are in life today and where I am today in life, I have to say, my father gave me wise advice that I decided to disregard. Do I regret that choice? Now that's a mixed bag. Yes, because financially, hey, I'm in the sewers right now financially, but the enrichment of my life and the things I have experienced would have never happened if I stayed on that job. I made the decision to live life fully, and that meant taking a lot of chances, a lot of bold chances. And those bold chances put me where I am today. I could be in a very different place, but I'm not. I'm blessed. The Lord has seen fit that I be here today. So the advice I would give to somebody is measured by both sides, by what could have happened and what did happen and what should have happened. 3 sides. So there we go. The new purpose of this channel, and I hope that works. I think it will, because now that will give me the motivation to do these other channels I've been yapping about for so long. In particular, the car review channel. I've got a cool name for that channel. And there's another channel that I've been thinking about doing too, and this one was given to me by another subscriber. Very unexpected response when he made the proposal, and I'm figuring, okay, I might be up to it. We'll see. I'll let y'all know about that one in a bit. I have to actually set the channel up. I have the account already done, but I need my computer to finish out the rest. But I can tell you right now, Car Guy Peterson is definitely happening. There's no question about it, because I'm totally passionate about cars, and I do want to have a conversation about that. The other channel will be the politics. Now that I'm older, I understand why older folk like politics. They're really into it. Because let's face it, the people that we elect to represent us, they are responsible for creating the laws, the legislation, the rules that we will be expected to abide by, whether we like them or not. Because we believe that these rules will be for the benefit of the country. So, that's how I like to see any law, any rule, any ordinance, any condition that we have to abide by once our elected officials make it law. Is this rule for the benefit of the country, for the state, for the country, for the county, for the district, for the community, for the street? Is it beneficial? Why? When you ask that question, because when I look at any rules, I ask, who does it benefit? Who does it harm? Who does it penalize? Who does it harm/penalize? And why? Think about it. When you look at these rules, who does it benefit? Who does it penalize? Why? And you go from there, and that'll let you know right there if the legislation is beneficial or not. All right, so hey, I'm in my robe, but I had a flash of inspiration, and I had to put it out there right now, because I have been struggling with the purpose of this channel for quite a while, ever since I had my stroke, and now I have the purpose, and I had to share it immediately. Let's see. Oh, I didn't lead off with the time. Let's see. It is Friday, November 25th, 2022, and right now it is 9:12 p.m. All right, everyone. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and as always, I look forward to your comments, because Your comments truly do help me. This video is proof of it. Thank you so much. Enjoy your Thanksgiving and the rest of your holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. It's coming.